Hey you guys, Teanna Branae here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a misconceptions of stay-at-home moms video. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now as I'm recording this video. I am, and I have been for a few months. It's been cool, whatever. So I wanted to do a misconception video just about general misconceptions people have about stay-at-home moms. I forgot where I got the misconceptions from, but I bookmarked them on my computer, so they'll be in the description box. The sites I got the misconceptions from. So I just pulled some. It's two sites. I can't think of the name right now, but I pulled from both of those sites, and I just have my list. So I'm going to go ahead and read some off and then give my opinion on them. So the first one is that we judge working mothers. I have been a stay-at-home mom and a working mom. I don't find that I am judgmental towards working moms. If you have to work, you have to work. If you choose not to work, don't work. If you want to just work inside of the home, work inside of the home. No one can make you feel bad or judge you about the way you choose to parent, as long as it's all positive. The next misconception is that we hang out and just drink coffee all day. I can count on both my hands how often I've had coffee since I've had my son. I'm not a coffee drinker, but no, I don't hang out. A lot of people think that, like, I'll get phone calls from family members and they'll be like, girl, you ain't doing nothing anyway. But I am doing stuff. Like, a lot of my free time does go towards cultivating Julian. So whether that's teaching him something, trying to teach him something, figuring out ways I can teach him something, hanging out with him, taking him for walks, taking him to the park, like things like that. A lot of my free time goes towards that. It doesn't go, if you can consider that free time. Wouldn't say it's free time, but that's what I spend a lot of my time doing. But yeah, I know I'm not just hanging out and going for coffee. Now, if you are a stay-at-home wife / mom whose child is in school, it may be different. But for someone like me whose child is still actively in the home when I'm at home, no, I don't just drink coffee all day. The next one is that we don't want a career. I personally have worked in corporate America as a mom. I didn't like it. I felt like I was missing out on a lot of Julian's moments because I was getting up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting dressed, getting him to my mom's house or my mother-in-law's house, getting to work, getting back home at to pick him up, getting back to their house to pick him up at like 6:30 in the afternoon, in the evening, getting him home, trying to find something for dinner for him to eat if he hadn't eaten over one of his grandmother's houses already. And then I had like 2.5 hours with him, and then it was time for him to get in the bath and go to bed. So I just feel like when I think career, I think like long term. Long term, I don't feel like any job is worth me sacrificing time with my child. And that's just my preference. That's my preference. If you see different, you see different. But it's not that I don't want a career, but it has to make sense for my family life. Like, me spending time with my son is the most important. So if I have to dial back on work, or if I have to take a pay cut, like, I'm not one of those people who like, nope, I need this amount of money, Julian's just gonna have to deal with it. He's 2. I can't expect him to deal with it. The next misconception is that we don't care about how we look. I'm not going to say I don't care about how I look, because I do. Like, I feel like I look cute, casual today. But I will say, your focus changes. So, I guarantee you my priority is not making sure Julian looks presentable when we leave the house. And a lot of times he looks more presentable than I do. But before I had Julian, I did put more of an effort into my appearance. But post Julian, because Julian is with me a lot of the times whenever I leave the house, by the time I come back home, I have Cheeto stains on my shirt. By the time I come back home, I have milk spills, juice spills, fingerprints, dirt, whatever. Whatever Julian had to eat that day, or whatever Julian did that day, by the time I come back home, I'm wearing it. So it does kind of make me feel like, well, shoot, I don't got to put on no nice outfit. I'm just going to the mall with him or whatever. Because by the time I get back home, it's not going to look like that. So it doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. But I'm not going to say my appearance overall does not matter, because I still try to put an effort, even if it's just something simple like this. The next misconception is that our home is always clean. My home is clean when I clean it. But a lot of the times throughout the day, I'm playing pickup. Like today, it's only 1:14 in the afternoon, and I vacuumed twice behind Julian. So I wouldn't say that it's always clean, but because my son is always into stuff, I'm constantly picking up behind him. So with me constantly having to pick up behind him, it makes it presentable by default. But there are some things that he doesn't touch, so I'll forget to dust because it's like stuff like that. Because it doesn't affect him, so to speak, like he's not touching it, so I don't think about it. Whereas I clean the apartment every night, and when he goes down for naps, I clean up again. I pick up when he goes down for naps. I clean up when he goes to sleep at night. But if it's not an area that he has actively affected, sometimes I will be like, oh shoot. But then we do have deep cleaning days where we clean all of those areas. So it just depends on the day, but there's always something on my floor. There's always something that can be picked up in our apartment. It's never squeaky clean unless it's one of those deep cleaning days. But no, my place is not always clean. Kids are messy. You're gonna have a mess. You're gonna have junk. You're gonna have toys on the floor. Like it's just a part of being a parent. The next misconception is that stay-at-home moms get to do what they want all day long. A lot of my day is dictated by Julian. If he's in a bad mood, I can't go. If he's in a bad mood, I gotta go home early. So disrespectful. So if he's in a bad mood, I gotta go home early. A lot of my day is dictated by Julian's mood, what Julian has planned for that day, what Julian feels like doing. Because he's a child, so he's extremely temperamental sometimes. But no, I don't spend all day doing what I want to do. Like right now, I'm filming this video for you guys because he's sleeping, and I have to hurry up and finish filming so that I can start editing it by the time he wakes up, because then I have to make him some lunch. So while he's eating his chicken nuggets or whatever I put in the air fryer for him, I'll edit this video. But everything is done between gaps. So when he's down for nap, when he's down for bed at night, as he's eating, I'll sit next to him or sit at the table while he's sitting on the couch, whatever. It's all done sporadically throughout the day. There's nothing I can do from A to Z in totality. Everything is done in bits and pieces. Nothing is done in one sitting. The next one is they're uneducated. I have a bachelor's in finance, so there's that. So no, that's not always true. And if it is, what's uneducated? Like, is college level uneducated? Is not having a high school diploma uneducated? Like, what's uneducated? I don't know, but I have a bachelor's degree, so no, I'm not uneducated. The next misconception is they think that they're better than a working mom. I think people have stay-at-home moms versus stay-at-home moms / wives who doesn't have a child in the home all day. Those are two different things. Julian is home with me all day. Taking care of him is my work for the day. I record videos. I do my crafting for my Teanna B Creations page. I take care of Julian all day, and I take care of myself. I cook, I clean. If my husband needs me to do anything, I do it within reason, obviously. But it's not like I'm just leisurely laying around our place. That's not what it is. And I think, yes, there are some stay-at-home moms who've had children who are now school age, so their children are gone or they are in daycare, wherever they are, so those moms can go to the spa, they can do this, they can do that. But I guarantee you, most moms aren't like that in the real world. Now, if you come from wealth, you may be that way. But in the real world, if your child is at home, a lot of the time, you're getting done the stuff that you can only get done when your child is at home. So sometimes it's deep cleaning because children love to try to be in the dang on toxic products and help you clean. So sometimes it's cleaning. Sometimes maybe you couldn't get the dishes done while your child was here, but now that they're gone all day at school, you have a chance. You have a chance to get in their room and throw out old toys or donate old clothes. Like, there's always something that you can do. Just like if you're at an office, you're working. So it's not like I'm just at home having a party. Like, that's not what. And like I said again, A lot of people in my family think that way. Like, they'll call me and say, hey, Teanna, and I say, I can't talk right now. And they'll say, you ain't doing nothing. Yes, I am. But I feel like whether you're working at home or working out of the home, I mean, yeah, it's work. Neither one is better than the other. If you working is better for your family, you have to do what's right for your kids and for your family. If working is outside of the home is better, do that. If working in the home is better, do that. I've done both. Right now, in the home is just more suitable for our situation. But eventually, I'll be back out of the home. Eventually. Like, it's not going to, like, for right now, it's not a permanent situation. It's just the way COVID has worked for our family. The next misconception is that all we do is go on play dates every day. Julian is growing up during COVID. He's not on play dates with strangers. He's hung around some cousins, and we go to my mom's house. We go to family's houses. We go to the park. We go, like, so we do that kind of stuff so he can play around and get some of that energy out. But we're not on play dates. Like, there's stuff to do, and I teach him. We do flashcards, we do letters, we do numbers, we do shapes, we do sounds, we do animals, like we do space, we do planets, like there's other stuff going on than play dates. And then the last one is that stay-at-home moms don't need a break. If you are a full-time parent of any kind, you need a break. If you are a parent of any kind with your child in the home with you, you need a break. Because I guarantee you, no matter what your situation is, there's always something that you want to do that you can't do because your child is there. Or that you can't do because you got to pick your child up from wherever you got to pick them up from. Everybody needs a break. Whether you are a stay-at-home mom, working mom, part-time, seasonal, temperate, whatever the case may be, dads included, whatever the case may be, everyone needs a break from their child, just like everyone needs a break from their spouse, everyone needs a break from their family, everyone needs a break from friends, everybody needs a break. And just because it's your child doesn't mean that doesn't apply. So when his grandparents say, oh, can we come get him? Yep. He can spend a night too if you want. And then what do? I can finally get a pedicure, do a pedicure, do my nails. I can finally wash my hair and straighten my hair. Like, they're just, usually I use those days to do things that I couldn't do with Julian here. So it's never, yes, it's technically a break, but it's still not time for me to lounge. Like, there's always something I can do. Clean up a little bit more, do a deep clean in the apartment, treat myself to something. Like, there's always something that I can be doing. Figure out something I want to do for him. Whatever. There's always something. It's never just a free day. But I guess we can say it's a break. But it's never really a free day. It's either something you're still doing for your child on the back end, or it's something that you've been meaning to do but you've been putting off because your child is here. Whether that's getting your nails done, getting your hair done, deciding you want to take the extra effort and put on makeup that day. Like, I was supposed to put makeup on today. When I went to start, Julian woke up in between his nap and then dozed back off. But he woke up fussy, so I didn't get a chance to do my makeup. So I just threw on some lipstick, threw on some eyebrow gel, slicked my hair up, and said, here I am. So it just depends. But it's never really downtime or a break. It's just a chance to get something done that you've been meaning to get done. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know some other misconceptions that you may have heard if you want to. If you don't like the video, dislike it if you choose to. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.